Aloha, my name is Michelle Sproat, and I'm here today to share with you why I'm so excited to become a LuLaRoe Fashion Consultant. A little bit about myself: I am happily married to my high school sweetheart, Tony. We've been married for 23 years come July. We have two beautiful children. Our daughter is Tiana, and she's 19, and my son is Tyler, and he's 14. We live in beautiful Ewa Beach, Hawaii. I graduated from the University of Hawaii with a bachelor's degree in elementary education with a minor in Hawaiian studies. I started teaching at Word of Life Academy. I started teaching the first grade and then the fourth grade, and I loved every minute of it. I decided to become a stay-at-home mom after I had my daughter Tiana, and I opened up a babysitting daycare in my home. I did that for a while until I realized that my daughter really needed me, and so I ended up thinking of other ways of helping to pay the mortgage and bring in an income. I started selling on eBay. I quickly became a power seller and realized that I needed more merchandise. And so I decided to sell urban clothing. At the time, urban clothing was not very popular. It was a lot of surfwear at the time, and so I decided to have some pop ups in my home. So I would sell on eBay. I would have pop ups in my home on Friday, and ladies would come and shop. I would break down, and on Saturday and Sunday, we would set up again, either at the market or at other pop ups at other people's homes. And we did that for a while, and it was fun. It was crazy. It was called Shell's Clothes, and we quickly grew a big customer base. And so I asked my husband if he would consider opening up a store where we wouldn't have to pack up, break down, set up, and we could just close the doors. And he agreed. So we found a store in Waipahu. That was our first clothing store, and it was called Urban Flavor. We carried brands such as Baby Fat, Echo, Fat Farm, G Unit. We had men's, women's, children's. We also had plus size for women, big and tall for men. We had footwear, handbags, accessories, jewelry, watches, sunglasses. It was crazy. It was fun. And we did that for a few years. And then we expanded into another location. So we had two stores at the time. When given the opportunity, we opened a Pro Ridge Mall location, and then we moved into a 4,000 square foot store. It was exciting. We were able to design a beautiful store, and we had marble flooring. We did a huge graffiti wall. We got permission to do something so drastically different, and we just gave it that urban look, that flair, that style. We did that for about 5 years. I never worked so hard in my life. Having a store that big, I needed a lot of merchandise. I went on a lot of buying trips. I was always working in the office, and I missed working outside in the store with the customers. And so it was a lot of work. We worked 7 days a week. I worked 11-hour days. I would go into the mall when the sun is up, and I would go home when the sun is down. And I was very committed, and I needed to learn how to be the best retail store owner that I could possibly be, now that I was in a big mall. And then we opened up another location in Windward Mall, and we did that temporarily. The mall wanted us to be there for the holiday season. And then we had another store in Kalihi. So total, we had 5 stores. When the recession hit, we decided to just scale down to one store and just focus on being in business and staying in business. So after a few years there, we moved to a smaller location in Pro City. And just recently, we closed our store after more than 11 years. It was located right where this rail system was being built. And so when they started construction in front of our store, our business just drastically changed. It was like night and day, and sales went really low. We were very grateful though in that time. We had opened up a footwear kiosk in Pearl Ridge Mall. We have a Telec footwear business, and so we were very grateful. We decided to close the store. It was a very tough decision, but my husband wanted me to take a break from working so hard and to just, be at home. And so in November of 2015, we decided to close the store. It took us 2 weeks. We closed it really fast. And then we went straight into the holiday season with our footwear business. We do a lot of vendor events, craft fairs, product shows, and so we were very busy November and December. So at the beginning of the year, this year, January, my husband said, just take a break. The kiosk is fine. We have employees. We just need to, take care of the inventory and ordering and restocking. And so I said, okay. It was very different for me to not have a job or a place to go to every day. And so I ended up taking care of the home, which was very neglected after so many years of working 7 days a week. So I went OCD and I cleaned, every part of my house. I organized, I purged, I donated and gave away things. I painted my daughter's room, my son's room, even the kitchen, and just had fun decorating the home. I even tackled the garage with my husband, and we started setting up a neat garage where we could actually enjoy and relaxing. And so I set up a craft and sewing room, and so I was excited to get back to doing that. Well, in February of this year, I got a little restless and realized that this was very different for me to be at home. And so I called this gal who I had recently been sponsored in the 31 bag business, and I signed up the end of December 2015. And so I called her in February and I said, okay, so I'm ready for my first 31 bag party. Never been invited to a party, so this would be different. She said, okay, so invite some family and friends. And so I did that. It was very fun. It was so easy for me to share how you can organize your life with these bags and these products because it's something that I was doing for myself and my business. But then soon after that, I lost an employee, and so I was back at working at the kiosk. I needed to, cover some shifts. That was good. I realized that I missed being around people and just talking and making friends and, selling our product. And so I did that for the month of March as well. In April, I had to commit to finishing my taxes, and so during that time, I had an email from a 31 director, and she was so excited about this new business that she was going to start, and she wanted to share the opportunity with me. I told her I didn't have time, I needed to finish my taxes, and that, I was very excited for her, and that I knew she would succeed in this new venture. So at the end of April, I get another text from her inviting me to a training, which is called the Inspire Tour. That's this Thursday, and it's going to be at the Turtle Bay Resort. She said it's free. You can come and hear about this business opportunity. And so I said, okay, I'll do it. During that time, she sent me some videos about LuLaRoe, and I got so excited about the business concept. And so she said, if you're interested, you need to fill out the application and send it in right away because there's a very long waiting list. There's a lot of people that want to become LuLaRoe consultants nationwide. And so I did. I submitted the paperwork a few days after speaking to her. And a few days after that, I started being in LuLaRoe 101. I started Googling and searching information, looking at YouTube videos to learn more about the business. My husband, who loves YouTube, started looking at videos to look into the money and the compensation plan, he got really excited when he said, "Hey, I think it's something that you could do so easily because of your background in retail." So I got really excited. I signed up for this convention that's coming up in July, and Tiana and I are getting on a plane and we're gonna fly to California to learn more about the LuLaRoe business. Um, so the reason I got involved is because I saw the potential of being able to share with others how exciting and how wonderful the retail world is, and becoming an owner of your own business, and how exciting it is to live in a country that offers free enterprise and to exercise our freedom. So I got so excited because when I had the Urban Flavor store, I was not able to share information about my business or my brands, or give information to any sales reps, or addresses to the showroom. And so in this business, you're supposed to share with others. You're supposed to help. You're supposed to help others succeed and duplicate what you do and become successful as a retail owner, as well as building a team. So here I am. It is June 7th, and I'm patiently waiting on a long list of other they call it QBs. We're on a queue list, and we're patiently waiting to have an onboard call where they call and they get you set up with your inventory. In the meantime, I've met a few LuLaRoe consultants, and I've been able to ask them questions and, just look into the business side of this company. And I'm so excited to build a team. I'm excited to help others do what I do, which is sell clothing and build a business where you're actually helping people earn an extra income. And so currently I'm building a team, and if you're interested, you can contact me, LuLaRoe Michelle Sprout, on Facebook, or lularoechellez@gmail.com. I'll be doing this again when I onboard and I officially start my LuLaRoe business. I'm so excited for great things ahead, and I hope you look into this business opportunity, because it is a wave that's going to hit Hawaii, and I don't want you to miss it. So give me a call or personal message me. Okay, God bless. Take care now.